Waco, Texas. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bears offense will get the first crack at it here. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter, but over the middle of the field, closer throws, nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Completion a little short of the sticks, it's second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
You know, you start day one training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. Not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll go to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Flanagan. He's going for the big play. And it's caught inside the 25. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. He'll set up to throw. Looking for the score. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on third down. And he's wrestled to the ground. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Bringing it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So Alabama's offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
On the run, it's Flawletta. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. He's got his man and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll run play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Safe completion on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Down drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Wide receiver shows motion. Dropping back, it's Flanagan. It's complete on the right side. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And a great job by the QB. Find the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
Going to the ground. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Going with the ground game left. Smashes through. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week, he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. He's open on the right, and they're able to get him down.
the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. How about these two running games so far and dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats? They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. Right back to the well. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. That's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Smart move to get down with the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. TCU has just had no answers today. They are getting barbecued right now. This team simply does not look prepared, and at this level, you can't have that.
He leaves it with his back.
They're trailing by 28 to Boise State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This offense has a second down play. Back to pass, it's Flanagan. They're working that left side. Makes a catch and knocked down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Bears are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete to the right. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The aerial assault continues. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Bears will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
The offense lining up for a first down play. Running back searching for a hole. Finds a crease at the 20. Makes the tackle at the 24, but from inside the 10 to across the 20 on the pickup of 15.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Going up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for room. It's Flaletta. Keeps the legs moving. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
He looks that one in nicely. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And here comes the offense on second down. Off play action. Going downfield for the big play. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Working that left side now. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After misfiring, it's second down. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They're looking to pass from the red zone. They get to him as he throws. Working on the right. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Baylor!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. Sometimes it just takes an offense a little while to settle into the game, and David, it seems like they have here in the second.
No doubt you get those nerves out. You get a few of those hits in. Everybody starts to get a little bit of rhythm, and now you start to see it, Palmer. They're starting to put some points on the board.
Yeah, they're lathered up, I think, on the field. I think the play caller has also gotten himself into a bit of a rhythm here, too.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He's going to pass. Makes his connection. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to move it through the air. He's got an open man. Touchdown Tide! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sidelines, be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Might as well give it to him again. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to. The pressure's on them here in the second half, though.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half and say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. And the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. Give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Quarterback on the keeper. Tackle is made after the first down.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's...
A shot toward the end zone. Ball in the air. Intercepted. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Makes the grab. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Bears will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got his man in the middle.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Fires to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Flanagan. They're bringing heat. Got his man on the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Gets it out fast. And they get him down. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Throws to the back. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished.
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On the move, it's Flaletta. Gets away from one, he's got space. And he breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Oh, what a move! They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Got enough space. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And the returner will be dragged down. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to throw, it's Flanagan. Firing to the right, complete. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Bears will call on their punt team. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He wants to pass it on second down. Got his man down the middle.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in the kitchen and jamming at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now...
And they get the sack right out of the gate. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Flanagan. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games, and that guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
He's got it and still on his feet. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying play action. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. 3rd and goal from way back there. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, it's Flanagan. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Bears send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's going to pass right down the middle. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Wells. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal, or do you go for it?
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Touchdown, Alabama! They move on top here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can now. Defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
He'll return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. 1st down here for the offense. Back to throw, it's Flanagan. He's got his man. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to move it through the air. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, no big surprise here in the fourth quarter. The defense expecting pass, and that's why they've got extra DBs on the field. It's almost like a prevent look. Everybody back there staring at the QB. Going to be hard to throw into that. Obviously, the ball falls incomplete.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. It's complete to the left. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. It's on target and complete. Tackled immediately after the catch.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for...
And it's caught inside the 20. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
Now, his quarterback now is throwing for almost 450 yards. That is a lot of throws. That's a lot of success, just chewing up yards left and right. Have a day, young fellow.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Bears in the hurry up. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Touchdown, Baylor! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you